no matter what.
Yeah, if they're unable to get these ganks going and then some gold get in their way, it can be a case they're going to start falling behind, and then as this happens, more key items come out onto LGD, and then these fights can go a completely different way. But obviously, it's all going to take part of the X. And I am a big fan of that Beastmaster pickup there, so let me just quickly jump over to this, and then we'll get into the game. Right, so CDEC v LGD. I'll quickly run through LGD's lineup on the Radiant. We have Xiaowei taking that Leshrac up, MMY on the Shadow Demon with Yao on Brewmaster and maybe on the Storm Spirit. Currently, 4 of them gathered up, heading towards the top room by the looks of it, and Sylar taking that Bristleback, heading down here towards bottom.
All right, well, I'm not great at CDEC's names, but I'll try them. Let's see, we got XZ. Shiki playing the Beastmaster
on the Gyro. Like, just, well, aggressive, but yeah. Garda. Sorry, Karen.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, I wonder how you say his name.
Well, Garda will place that ward up already, just using that bounty hunter to scout around. Does walk into their whole team up here, but naturally there's no sentry being placed straight away from Xiaowei, so they won't get a kill. But
yes,
there is going to be a bounty for bounty here. Looks like the Radiant will just be taking top. LGD will secure that for maybe, and they are going to be given the bounty to Shiki bot for CDEC.
Stupendous!
Oh, this should be work and
so yeah, we will see that Gyro just rotating down here, and they are going to just be dodging that aggressive. Like, that's the trouble of having MY and Xiaowei here. They catch someone out and they could just get a kill so easily. Maybe out here mid, there's going to be that chilling touch, focusing up onto him. That slow coming out from the Orb of Venom as well as the ball already. Maybe he's taking a hell of a lot of damage. Unfortunately, not able to finish it off, and Garda will take some harass in the meantime. That boar will be going the way of maybe some extra last hit for him. Currently only one shared tango left, so he's going to have to bring out some more extra regen. But we speak about the rotations, musical lanes at the moment, as MMY and Xiaowei will be heading towards mid. And if they get that disrupt into stun, we could be looking at first blood, although that's just going to be the Orc scouting them out and will die for it.
Yeah, this is... They're not showing themselves in...
Is going to be taking that rocket rush with Sylar, and there's already the Orb of Venom onto him. He's getting blocked up, and it looks like Sylar will just be falling there. First blood for CDEC.
Yeah, this is why I didn't really agree with them kind of pick. Taken down so easily when they dodge. If you have like
there was the smoke from Shadow Demon. Well, so MMY and Xiaowei ready to go in here mid, but we will see that Shiki will just be going towards that bottom rune. So the 2-minute rune will be going his way, and he will be avoiding that smoke rotation at the moment as well. Down bot again, we've got Garda just zoning out Sylar on the Bristleback, and it's just that constant just running at them with the Orb of Venom, trying to slow them as much as they can. Rune down bot is an invisible onto the Beastmaster's ball.
They're not really LGD, they're just, yeah. Level it feels, and they're not.
Well, we see Xiaowei and MMY now rotating all the way down towards bottom, and maybe if they can find
getting all
like
the
Ancient Apparition Q out here, if he gets caught in a disrupt, he's going to be going down before they know what hit him. Although Gyro can come in to contest this, Rocket Barrage being that pretty damn good just to force them back here. Now Sylar's going to be standing a bit further back, and Garda will scout out these two. Sentry deployed. There is going to be a disrupt, and now Xiaowei is ready. He has taken that edict to level 2, so no lightning storms for the slow. Will try to stun onto him, and this is going to be Xiaowei taking a hell of a lot of damage. Can't finish off Garda in the forehand, and MMY goes down as well. Sylar in control, trying to get back in behind the tower, but he's quitting as much as possible, but he is just going to get focused, able to get round in time. Rocket Barrage is there, and that is 3 kills going their way. The
power of chilling touch, yeah. This is way too easy. They're already...
Yeah, this
I'm
could be an issue. Brewmaster up against Clocks. XE again, forced back a little bit by Yao, but they will just continue that. And that was the rotation, as you said. The Shadow Demon throws out the Disrupt. They had the Sentry down to this C, the Bounty Hunter. But level 1 Edict not really being enough just to get him down in time. There was the Soul Catcher out as well, so the extra damage, but unfortunately, yeah, not enough. And they do throw a lot of kills the way of CDEC this early. DD up onto Beastmaster in his bottle.
This is really good, but time. Let's look at mid lane. Maybe he's almost.
Silent will now pick up his boots speed. Yeah, if he had the boots, there's the disrupt onto the gyrocopter. Xiaowei for his stun doesn't get it out in time. Oh no! Now Xiaowei will just be dying for his mistake. His Stormspread TP's down, gets the ultimate into the gyro. He's going to continue to run away, but there's going to be a kill on the sideline. Bounty Hunter will go down, and now Q running from Sylar. Sylar wants to try and run him down. Does have that value point into the snot and can keep going for the dive.
They still have
he's already used his stick here, and he will turn it into a double kill. Sylar able to find something in that fight. And it started with a whiffed Leshrac stun from Xiaowei, but it really didn't matter when they had that rotation from the Storm Spirit. You said about him getting level 6, and he was just there, maybe able to just come into the...
Still. Oh, he misses.
His teammates out.
Maybe if somebody has like a co-op.
Yeah, now aggressive will just be dying here underneath his tower. The Brew Split was used, but again, they're finding kills. Oh, and up for yeah, this is going to be Storm Spirit. Try to zip away. Does have the mana to get
going to be going down. It looks like here
more stick charge as well. Garda just having a look, but by this point, the Storm Spirit's already gone. So Raw used and unable to get the kill onto Storm Spirit. So he's probably pretty happy there.
Bottom tower is under
roared
attack.
on Beastmaster.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
And basically do whatever he wants it.
Garda running into Yao up
scary
top.
For CDEC.
Slow available, but he's not going to be going for it apart from, well, we'll just be backing out. MMI will continue to get those stacks going their way, trying to get as much as they can for maybe. Yeah, so you were mentioning that he was already doing well against the Beastmaster sitting ahead on the last hits. Then he goes down bot, gets a kill and an assist. And that really helped out Sylar as well, who was, before that point, struggling. Just had his boots of speed, now has his treads as well as his stick. 540 gold onto it, and he's now pulling ahead on the last hit, so he's getting some space. But then again, they have rotated the lanes. XZ is now down here onto Clockwork, and they have now got Gyro and AA sitting up top.
Yeah, it's Clockwork's just kind of been the sacrifice. Let me just go over where we can. He did okay against. Rotate. He has to find kills. Beast.
Yeah, and that, as you said, is just at the moment. He's going to get those items out. DD up onto Yao. He's sitting at 1.6k gold. If he gets that blink dagger, he could be just going in, forcing these fights out and just seeing what they can catch. There, it's going to be the ball being used.
Really not tanky at the moment.
And Garda will be spawning out maybe into the jungle. That is... Yeah, the Vicaria is just going to be going straight away. Garda able to get that hit, slows it down, finishes him off with that next auto attack. And unfortunately, no reveal onto maybe, so he can't exactly jump onto the kill for the bounty hunter. But yeah, nice carrier snatch. That's little things like that as going to add up, helps them get. But up top, Yao will just be backing up from the AA. More rotations here, so the smoke can catch someone out. MMY just waiting to see if he can catch that disrupt. Has got his poison at level 3. Zhao just waiting around the corner. Clockwork is here. This is going to be the smokes walking into each other. Clock's now down. Going to be hit by the disrupt. A hook shot onto 2. Gets the cogs off, so the disrupt is there, but there's going to be the cooldown. Yao throws the clap out. Going to be running out the giant comes and now to back out for the rocket barrage. But as that happens, MMY will get focused down and dies. Nice play there from XZ. Just as the disrupt was about to hit him, he throws out the hook shot and just initiates before he gets jumped on.
Oh. And Brewmaster still has his ultimate. And looking at Shiki mid lane here.
Yeah, it's... I do see your point that obviously if they don't have potentially the Necro free, then they could be unable to bring him down. But if they don't have the way of getting the roar off in the first place, and if they're the people getting initiated on, it could be a fact if he's just not able to use his spells. So Invis now out onto maybe, and he's just going to be heading back towards his side. But there's the hook shot. Disrupt comes out, XE will just back out now, he's thrown his cogs, MMI will live. So the hook shot was used, unable to get a kill here, but now there's going to be the blinking from Yao, hits onto XE, he's going to continue to run, doesn't run barrage, no cogs for 5 seconds, he's getting focused, there's maybe, zips forward to say hello, XE getting brought down into the fight. It started with a hook shot onto a Shower Demon, and more rotations just find a kill. Shower, it's pretty low here, I don't think Garda just saw him then, but he's going to continue rotating around. Just staying on these back lines and just trying to utilize that bounty hunter. Get as much information out as he can here. He is level 6, so these tracks are going to be really nice just to keep eyes on their team.
Yep. And he didn't... seconds extra on the duration of the bounty.
Yeah, the farm Storm Spirit still comfortably in the lead, followed then by Sylar. This is going to be... It's going to be a trouble. We talked about the Leshrac being... able to just do a free amount of damage, especially if Sylar just keeps running at their team, so it forces them to retreat. Buildings are going to be starting to fall for CDEC. They're going to be losing tier 1 if they keep this pressure up. Zhao able to just
fall back on right now.
Has got 2 points in his edict, and they are going to force the fortification there. Again, Garda standing pretty far back, but maybe just underneath his tier 1s. There's no
how they're going to stop this guy right now.
Double damage up top. And... So what are you thinking? They've got to get out here. Oh, again, Garda could be getting a courier. It's going to be flying right overhead. And if will he get the second courier snatch? Will be hit once. Goes pretty low, but it's in the trees. Garda wants to finish it off. The slots there just keeps it in range. Oh, unfortunately, they get a kill for it. He tried.
Got the curry. I guess
it was, yeah, one hit took it so low, and then it just got into the tree line for a second, and then it was just that awkward little corner where it was just out of sight, and yeah, hard for him to get it as he was waiting for it to come around. But Sylar gets a kill. Aldi was already going to clear his ancient stack, so the track's on it. They're just watching him take all this gold down. This is scary.
Yeah, the Hawk, the Ward. You can show that you're doing it.
Yeah, it's the intimidation as well. Silas so low, they're looking to get something. There's the smoke shot from XC. Doesn't catch on MMY. That's going to be Ice Blast, which will connect. And Bristleback's already died there. Yeah, so that's a track, and that's going to be Shadow even going down. There's your Brewmaster, blinks in. We'll go to split. Didn't go for the clap first. No, you're right. XC getting brought down. Maybe
that's
there.
One track kill.
Thrown up from the side from Gyrocopter. Will hit onto Maybe. He is trapped, but now AA is going to be brought down from the paneling.
Oh, didn't clap.
Will now be focusing down Beastmaster. Already used his Raw as well in axes. Aggressive's now seeing if he can get off more with the Rocket Barrage. But Yao will blink away as soon as this ultimate ends. So 3 for 2. Bristleback did clear his ancient stack just before the end of that, but a lot of gold going the way of CDEC and XP.
Yes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, hold that for a second. Yeah, maybe jumps forward. Oh my god, he dies in the exchange. Gyrocopter hit with the soul catcher, getting focused down. Does have enough one charges. Now Yao has to think about backing out. The Shuriken will bounce twice. Goes in and gets a couple of hits off. The Ice Blast being thrown deeper into the fight. Sylar goes to retreat now. XZ wants to see if he can get into range to cog him, but no hook shot for 7 seconds. Garda wants to finish this off. Does have his Shuriken available. There's the disrupt. Just the Shuriken would have hit. Obviously, Ice Blast is ticked off now. MY still alive. Does have 10 stick charges, so they're not able to get that catch. Yeah, this Storm Spirit zips in, takes a lot of damage in the collateral, and it's
I mean, Edge is attributed to maybe not having an item. If he had... more survivability, more HP. Three, so this is great timing.
There's another smoke here from CDEC. They are going to be running forward, and yeah, this Beastmaster, the Necro 3 is around the corner from him. 202 at the moment. He's going to be hitting a level 11 shortly. Sylar standing forward. There could be a track from the bounty, but they don't have to worry about his sight. And there is XZ hook shot from the cliff. Both numbers man with the Ice Blast. Whirling Axes will come out, and Wild Axes, sorry, and they will take the tower there. Focusing that. There's the purge onto Beastmaster. Shiki now taking the clap from Brewmaster. Will get the roar off. There is no ultimate available on the Brew, but there's going to be the disrupt, which buys a bit of time. Shiki able to stay alive. Now Garda just going toe-to-toe with MMY. There's going to be the split. Gets it off and just continues to run and down. This tower will fall. XE making sure he gets that attack off before they get the deny. Gyrocopter getting focused. Maybe zips in from bot rune and will be focusing the gyros. Finishing off with the stun from the Earth Panda, as well as the 5 irons run after him. Brewmaster can't get his blink off in time. Will try to finish off the Q, and he will get that kill there. So at least they get that in the exchange. 4 for 2 there, but
that
LGD,
was like...
yeah. 1.1k gold for the bounty hunter by itself, and yeah, looking at these exchanges, LGD are seeming to lose more and more until these key items come out. Storm Spirit is still sitting at 2.8k gold. He didn't die in that exchange, and obviously he got some gold going his way, but this is kind of scary. Yeah,
the one good thing is that CDEC are
Dire's top tower
getting too many towers out of these exchanges. They got the mid tier 1 out of it, but still.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They can do Roshan pretty easily now. BKB from Gyro, that's...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Bounty Hunter is nearly got that Dagon. We talked about him getting 1.1k, I believe it was, just in that last fight alone, throwing tracks out. They get the kills, and Dagon damage. LGD are already having trouble still standing against this team, and well, until Bristleback gets a BKB,
it's gonna be really hard to take him
obviously
down.
that'll help him out from surviving all this magical damage. But yeah, Garda's going to be able to pick off this Leshrac, as she said, just been the support role with the Shadow Demon. These people are going to die very quickly, especially if he just tracks, gets the Shuriken off, and a quick Dagon to follow up.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We'll see where CDEC want to go. The game, LGD will.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And looking at the tower-wise, we could see that Shiki down bot with his Necro Free is going to be putting that pressure onto that tier 1. But LGD will, after that fight, just going to push this tier 1 middle. So they will get a trade here. Fortification's been used. Well, they're saying that there is heroes on the side track onto Sylar. And XC does have him available. Will go straight into Sylar. Brings him into the cog. Stun from Zhao 8, but he's already backed out there. Nice movement from XC. Sylar trying to escape. Ice Blast will connect onto him, getting focused on the sideline. Storms for it, zips in on the back, kills the AA. But there's your Roar. Garda wants to bring him down. Unfortunately, he's got to get focused up, and he nearly goes down in the exchange. Just getting to earn off himself, but maybe isn't done with that. Wants to focus up Garda. The rest of the team had to run away because Aggressive just ran at them with the Gyrocopter. Brewmaster used that split, continue to fight. Track now up on the Storm Spirit. Will continue to zip, and they will run together. Oh wait, it kind of was a fight that split off.
Maybe he's playing so... I don't know. Maybe he had a regen rune there. He had 17 charges. I thought... They didn't have Necro 3 for that fight, so...
Yeah, it felt that maybe he was a little bit more conservative, because I was trying to keep eyes on him, but like, obviously the fight kind of split two ways. There was the push down middle as Gyrocopter ran at the rest of LGD, just forcing each other back. Garda wants to run at maybe here. There's the track onto him, and he will just be keeping eyes on where maybe moves. Or then speaking about maybe, sees the AA there. Will get hit by the ultimate, but Storm Spirit gets the kill, and then she backs out. Actually going to be stunned there, followed out by the Roar. Storm Spirit goes down, just runs out of mana at the very tail end of that vortex, and wow, okay, he gets the kill. But he's up quite quickly thanks to his Bloodstone.
So he played aggressively.
Do it with flair.
I don't know, he just lost 4 Bloodstone charges.
So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
AA's cold feet on that was like the middle there, so he did zip to the right hand side, and then obviously thought he still had enough mana to zip to the other side. If he was able to just get down the cliff and continue walking before the Beastmaster got there with his blink into Roar, he might have been able to get away with it. But like you said, it wasn't the most value kill, just trying to go aggressive to pick up an AA. But well, he's back up, he's got to be putting pressure onto this tower top with the rest of his team. Zhao is here, has got to earn out onto him, and they are going to just be seeing if they can get this tower.
Yeah, there's no way they can defend this. There's no TP on Gyrocopter, it's on...
He does have his BKB now, so he did have it for the last exchange as well, obviously, as they ran down the middle, and just able to... When the BKB comes out, unless you use the purges to keep him locked down, they have to just run away, and this is what the Gyrocopter can do. They're saying that Storm Spirit is very hard to focus unless they throw everything at him straight away.
Yep, BKB.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Blown out. Maybe
is under attack.
No, unfortunately their whole team could be there to catch whoever it is, and if they don't get the courier, they will be a big shame. So Zhao will be hit with the Ice Blast, focusing down this tower. Tier 2 top will be falling.
He's not going.
He can be there, a hook shot, catches.
Oh, the hook on 3.
Zhao able to get a clap on, does have his almost available, will be going to split, but the BKB has already been used by Aggressive, and Sylar maybe zips around and will catch on the XC, then be able to back out from it. The Brewlings being focused down, there's just the Earth Panda here, just trying to get stuns off. Yeah, this could be a catch if they go for more. Shiki doesn't have his axes available, so cannot finish off the Shady. He's very low. Yao will be in trouble, and he will be that catch as I was talking about. did throw a couple of people up into the air there, but unfortunately not able to get that. And the tower did die up top, so the objective that they were originally fighting for happened. But yeah, what were you going to say? You were saying about the 3-man hook shot.
Yeah, there was just too much. It was easily turned around. They just controlled.
Under attack.
People, Shuriken and
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant
it was a nice disruption from.
Has been kept on Sylar. There's the trap slowing down all the venom. There's hookshot from XC. Comes in with the Ice Blast. Sylar getting forward here. Dagon utilized, and he is just going to be falling. Will pop a BKB. BKB
no.
usage from Sylar as well. The added
BKB
value.
doesn't help you against.
Yeah.
You'll still get ticked down. That is really weird.
Sylar will go down, and yeah, BKB as well. So that was 9-second BKB. More gold flying that way. That was a track kill. So
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Trouble. Tower will fall now top. Aggressive able to finish that off. 1.7k gold onto him, as well as him having the Helm of the Dominator and this Black King card. Not going for that sort of Saj and Yasha build, but will be getting himself pretty tanky nonetheless. Helm of the Dominator and Treads with BKB. He's going to be life-stealing up through these fights. And if they don't bring him down quickly, the Gyro can just be delivering large amounts of AoE. Watching the Storm Spirit again. They were seeing this whole fight, but the Storm Spirit learns his lesson. We'll just back out straight away. Used so much mana getting across there, but as we saw, he had regen bottled. Gotta be seeing if he can run, and he will just sit down. But there's XC, catches him out. Raw now used, no mana left on Storm Spirit. Will get focused down.
Oh no, he didn't deny himself.
Yeah,
he had the chance, but it was no, he didn't have a chance. That was nice lockdown. No, he was still stunned. He was still stunned.
Okay, cool. So Storm Spirit again dies. You want to try and utilize the regen rune as much as possible, and XC just being able to catch him at the bot rune. Hook shot, cogs, Raw was there from Shuki, just able to blink in, get that Raw off, and Shadow Demon throwing out some poisons. We'll be scanning them out. Roshan going to be falling quite quickly. We will see Storm Spirit come up in 2 seconds, but now Yao wants the blinking, gets the crap off. There's an element from Gyrocopter. Why is the BKB usage? Sylar pops the BKB as well. Wants to run at the rest of them. On the sidelines, Garda just forcing back Xiaowei and MMY. But this fight has now taken a turn for XC. He's getting focused down by the Storm Spirit and Sylar with Brewmaster. Now buyback from XC, and Garda will finish this MMY off. Now Yao wants to blink up. We'll go for the clap. Got to be trying to just focus him down, and they'll get this kill. No sight available. Quill's not quite enough to do it. Will he just go for the deny here? We'll just try and back it out. He's got no reason to really feel threatened. Sentry over here, but Garda just able to walk.
Garda went the right way too, man. If he just went to the right. Whew. But I think he knew that Sentry was down because of the 2 supports. He just picked up the 2 supports. Nice buyback.
Yeah, if he didn't buy that off really in the Indian fight, maybe wants to catch him, grabs that bounty, so that'll be topping up his ball. Clockwork now pops his Belay Melgar and runs back in the fight. LGD, maybe. They're going to just be backing out here. Yao setting up the high ground with maybe. Do they want to... It's all about this Roshan. As you said, it's so low. Both teams are just positioned around it, want to be seeing if they can fight. It's a shame they didn't finish off the bounty hunter. Incredibly close. And... I don't know, is it just going to be a case of let's all gather as 5 again, see if we can just finish it?
Yeah, you got a Necro 3 up. Did they smoke the Hawk?
Oh, here, this is going to be a catch. The whole team coming at MMY. He's getting focused now. Oh. Damn, that's a shame. It's always that cool.
They killed him before
it's like
the track.
Just go, no, don't kill him yet. They obviously have the kill available, but yep, that is going to guarantee the Roshan for CDEC. And there's now an Orchid out onto the Storm Spirit as well.
Because the show fight recap shows 300.
Oh, yeah, Yao blinks forward with the BKB on
it. There's a big fight coming.
Get that clap and just the extra value. Xiaowei absolutely blows up in this cogs. cooldown and everything else thrown on into. Maybe does have some mana left. Already used his Orchid and now aggressive, getting focused here on the sidelines. Will just go down. His BKB's already been popped, but there's the Aegis. Oh no, sorry, I think his BKB is still available. Yeah, sorry, he will be coming up into this fight with the BKB, and they are just going to be focusing down Sylar. Punched him back. He may have the BKB on him, but they do have the rest. Raw now being used onto Maybe, just focusing this down. XZ doesn't have his home available there. Cogs will catch Yao, and they are just trying to slap XZ down there. Maybe blame it on him, but it's enough to just finish the job. Shiki with the Ghost Scepter will not be able to blink out in time because he's got the whole team just on his back. So they did have a fight with an Aegis on CDEC. 5 people died. Aegis was used, but at least the Gyrocopter gets away from it. Nice gold exchange. 3,388 towards the Radiant there. LGD. They lose Roshan, but win the fight.
Yeah, and that's 10 Bloodstone charges. There at the end coming in from Brewmaster, or I hope that was a Cyclone. If he got axes off Storm Sphere.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Even more, and with the BKBs on LGD for their cores. And this is what happens when you go for a bounty hunter, a 4-staff.
Storm Spirit.
And you're really susceptible to this.
He's getting forced out of the cooldown range. Yao just running back, still got the track onto him, find that extra movement speed. MMY's taking a fair amount of damage. Shuriken comes out, BKB now used on Yao, not enough to stop the damage, but Raw onto Maybe with the hook shot coming in. They get the cogs out, Maybe forced back, will go down. Brewmaster's still stand, the BKB is up onto him, but the Sylar now pops his BKB. XZ tries to just back himself out. Ice Blast will connect onto Yao. Disrupt comes out a little bit late, so he's not able to save himself. And Q's got to go down. Shiki's the last man side for CDEC. They are going to continue to run at him, but we'll just decide to go for the tier 2 middle there.
Wow. I can't even see anything during that fight. It was just a blur, but I would say at the end of the day,
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
He's alive.
Alive once again, but still the BK. Working these team fights, they don't have enough lockdown for all the to kind of move around with 4-staff, but just so you're able to always zip in and out of team fights really easy.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
And get out quickly and don't die, because once your bounty hunter dies first, targets is nothing to scoff at. That's 375 damage bouncing around. Is once you use both of those BKBs, that's
illusion
times. So instead of just 5.
MMY on LGD, the disruption, we'll couple that up with the Glimmer Cape. He's able to save so many lives here. Like the Leshrac, so Zhao can just be getting focused down with MMY, but they are just being able to back out each time. And the more pressure CDEC put into trying to finish off these 2 supports, Yao is damn tanky. Sylar's pretty hard to kill out, and Maybe as well. These people can just do so much against CDEC. And like you said, it's kind of the downside of what can happen with the Bounty Hunter. If these cores start getting to the stage where they're unkillable, the Bounty Hunter's value isn't going to be there anymore.
Yeah, and Clockwork kind of needs to have his own BKB in these situations. He doesn't have that yet. He's really trying to build up for it. Beastmaster kind of needs to have... He's going for an Ags right now. He also needs a refresher too, in the situation where he can potentially have 2 Necro books up and down the heroes. We've been talking about a lot. The lockdown is really hurting. Now you said they have a Glimmer Cape online. They can save these heroes.
Like, they keep saving their heroes, and like you talk about the lockdown being the raw, the hook shot. When this comes out, Ice Blast will connect onto 5 of them there, so that's pretty nice. But also no, just 4. Zhao will not be hit there, and they will continue to push this. Got to be threatened at high ground now. Sylar ready to go in. BKB's on 5 seconds already. Yao does have an 8-second BKB cooldown. Thrown out, just gets them away from the tower, but they're ready to go back in if they want to. Stun will just hit onto the Hawk, so the Hawk will go down, but taking out the Sky there.
Alright, so there are some big items coming up for CDEC now, though. There's AA with Eggs. It's very big. Let's look at the cooldowns of the BKBs now. 8 seconds on the Beastmaster, who just got roared.
Yeah, this is Brewmaster getting focused down now. So Yao was hit by the roar. There's obviously the mana drain there from the Necro Books, but the haste rune from Brewmaster just runs away. No real threat there. So they do know that roar is down for a little bit. Garda just rotating through. No side currently up here with the sentry. Hook shot will come down from XC. That's just that bounty hunter standing on top of them. The courier will come for a delivery, but MMY is getting focused up here by XC. There is that Glimmer Cape using, trying to keep alive for an extra second or so, but he will still go down, and Garda will finish off with the Shrek at the same time.
The AA blast on the Brewmaster, cancelling his Blink Dagger, else Garda would be dead.
Yeah, he was extremely low, so the orbital cannon from the AA just able to save his life and stop the blink come through. And there's going to be a basher now up onto the Bristlebat. So Sylar is ready to take these sort of direct fights and just go toe-to-toe with the Gyrocopter now, who does have a Monkey Bars. I believe you were saying that just as you were talking about potential arms.
Yeah, I was talking about how they have the MKB up. They're getting some DPS items up, and I was saying how the BKBs are lowering on Bristleback and Brew. Bristles to 5 now, so that's gonna be great when they have this AA blast on him. You need to get it on times. The duration's up to 9 seconds on the Ice Blast, and you really want to get the he gets that initial burst damage onto him, but sometimes let the Brewmaster get off his split.
I'm over here.
So the Storm first.
Yeah, there is a case of like, who do you try to focus? Because they've got these like, okay, the roar comes out, they have to take that target down there, because if they don't, that the Brewmaster's going to get that split off, take the fight. It does have his BKB ready to go after it as well, so they can still stay alive for a while. Do you want to?
I'll show you the perfect case scenario. All right, so the perfect case scenario. Win these fights.
Oh yeah, Shiggy's available. The Ice Blast will not connect that onto maybe, so they do know that that's down for a while. Yao has got the blink forward, ready to go for a clap, but Bounty Hunter will just force-star himself away, and both teams will disengage. So MMI was hit by that Ice Blast though, so a bit of harass onto him, but he does have the Tranquils, so he'll be healing up as soon as that Ice Blast falls off.
Tranquils plus Gimmer Cape's really good against the AA Blast. I mean, once you heal up, as you're saying, in the magic resistance. For CDEC, where they win a team fight, is you have to get Clockwork. That's the only way, and then they have to burst down that target while...
here we go, maybe will catch on Garda. There's the Orchid just blows him up. Will stay alive for an extra second, but there's going to be the Orchid damage, which will finish the job there. So maybe comes in, zips across, nice sight, just find that kill, and... they just checking Roshan at the moment. Not quite available though, so they won't be getting this. Smoke purchased by AA.
I don't even know what they can do when the Storm Spirit has a Lincoln Sphere now. This is just... They don't have enough lockdown. There's...
Do you think it's a case that they need to itemize for it? But like...
You can't get any sheep sticks on any of these heroes. It's really hard when you're playing this lineup.
And now we talk about that they're lacking the lockdown, and LGD are just going to be pressuring high ground. Fortification now used, able to still stand here, be forcing this out, and there will be a top tower going now, so Gyrocopter at least gets a tier 2 threat. But they're continuing to push. Roshan up in a minute, so LGD can just back out. They've done a fair amount of damage onto that tower, as well as just could go back and guarantee the Roshan. Regen sitting up top, obviously the most valuable rune for the Storm Spirit. He grabs that out and he's going to be laughing. Aghanim's out onto the Brewmaster. Well, is there any answer for this Storm Spirit Lincolns? Because he's going to just be tearing through them, especially if he gets his Shivas up, so they have to throw some spells at him. There is the track. They could keep trying to throw out the track against maybe, just to keep popping that Lincolns as much as possible. But Garda in these fights. Right.
Alright,
maybe walks into the pit. They realise the smoke was popped. Unfortunately, they went out the reveal there. So Garda's sitting in the pit. There is a sentry now outside here, and Garda will just be walking past. So both teams sitting on high grounds for each other. Looking at the site, the Radiant won't have any idea that that smoke's coming out, although there is all their heroes missing. So the potential for the smoke rotation. LGD just went for a smoke, which wasn't able to get anything off. Now we've got Zhao standing here forward. Blink forward, catches onto Sylar with that roar. Ice Blast will fly through, connects onto two of them, I believe. And now there's cooldown with the BKB usage. Maybe still alive. Trying to put down Garda. Link could maybe pop, but he's still standing. Now Yao will go down before he gets his ultimate off. Yeah, that's another kill. Aggressive still standing though. Zhao will be pulsing with his ultimate, but he's just going to be going down before he can get a stun off. 4 of LGD die, and this gyrocopter could do so much. Maybe we'll just be running top, healing up as he goes, but this is now taking a turn, and Gyro is going to be going for this tower in the mid lane. They are kind of just...
That was like the perfect initiation from CDEC. You got 3 heroes with your hookshot and kind of the cogs, and it was a 3-man AAA blast too, and it got onto Sylar. Courier was sniped out here though. Maybe. But Storm can still steal the Aegis, right? They still have no lockdown for him, but Gyro had the best flak cannon and the best MKB procs that I've seen in a long time, keeping down the Brewmaster from even splitting. That was pretty insane to watch.
The Brewmaster did die over here without being able to get his ultimate off. So if they were able to get that split, that could be a different fight. Obviously, Gyro's BKB was used, but as soon as that falls off, they could put him up into the edge, just kind of control him whilst they deal with the rest of their heroes. So Storm Spirit keeps eyes on Roshan. We'll see that he doesn't go down. So they have to back out. As you said, maybe could have snatched the Aegis, so it's a case of, do you want to throw everything at Roshan, which we might be throwing away here? Well, let's just back up, trying to get some more farm up, and then see what they can find from there.
Well, the one good thing is they just got a butterfly completed on Gyrocopter. So CDEC, with that fight, are really catching back up. Like, their lineup isn't really meant to take LGDs right now, but they're finding ways to do it. Perfect clockwork hook so far. The problem is they can't contest this version. It's too late.
Yeah, there's going to be the flare. Ice Blast will fly out, will connect onto 3 of them, but unfortunately, as you said, too late. Maybe with an Aegis. He didn't even die in the last fight, so if he's able to get 2 lives, they have to throw like a roar out to catch him when they take down the Lincolns. So when he comes back up the second life, he should be able to at least catch quite a few of them. 10 Bloodstone charges onto him as well at the moment.
I mean, you just can't even focus the Storm Spirit. You have to kill the others. That's what they did the last team fight. It worked out, but I don't know if it's going to work out this time, now that they have Aegis and they don't have them.
Roar onto Sylar again. There's going to be the cooldown. Forced stuffed away with the disruption. XZ will force himself in and then just drop his cult straight away. But there's going to be the Brewmaster blinking forward with his BKB. Sylar BKBs as well. But remember, these are short BKBs now, so they will just back out. They have killed the Bounty Hunter. They still have Aegis. Ice Blast now falling off maybe shortly, so he's going to be able to regen. They could just go back in for high ground. So
LGD are killing like the only person they're getting right now too. Like the only person they can really kill is the Bounty Hunter, and they're doing it because he doesn't have like a Glimmer Cape or anything.
Yeah, and it's just they're able to focus him down. The Storm Spirit just zips through the back lines and gets the kill off. Sylar was roared. They did have that. Oh, here we go. As Gyrocopter will be caught here. Ice Blast flying out. Will hit onto maybe. Remember, he still has that Aegis available. XZ will push himself in and has got a 4-star available to try and get himself out of there. That's the kill on the Shadow. Maybe focusing up XZ, and he is going to just be trying to blow him up here with the rest of his mana pool. But before he has to use Aegis, gets the kill. But Shiki and Co. able to focus down the rest. Sylar running back here. Shiki doesn't have his roar available for 34 seconds. Wants to run down. The rocket is going to be chasing onto him as well. But the TP away there from the Brew on the side will just be getting him out. Sylar still running. Blink Dagger up in 8 seconds. The regen rune will help him out for quite a bit, but this rocket will hit him before he gets healed to 4. Actually, no, never mind. He will pop his BKB for it. It's 5-second BKB anyway, so yeah, no problem there. Gyro having to back out. Well, he's pretty hard to take down. Gyro did buyback in that fight. So did the clock.
And it's up.
So he couldn't really dish out the AoE. That was... They need to find a way for Bounty Hunter to stay alive. Like, he has to get these tracks out so CDEC can kite around in these team fights. Like, that's their biggest problem. Once Gyrocopter's BKB is down, then they just can re-engage all the time from LGD. So, I mean, they kind of have to play around Gyro's BKB, and so far LGD have that last team fight, and they won it. They only got a range Rex, though. It's not
so only a range Rex. There's...
And the buyback from Gyro,
and
that's
the clock as well. But, sorry, what were we saying? We were saying about the Aegis out onto the Storm Spirit not being used there. So 2 minutes until that gets reclaimed. So they are just going to continue to go back mid. They know that 2 Buyback's down. So if they win the fight again, and that is the Storm Spirit, spots them all out. He knows he can go in this aggressively. Caught up to use BKB onto aggressive as well. Sylar now backing out, uses his own BKB just to get away. And they are just going to try and kite through here. There's your Purge onto the Gyrocopter, just keeping control. Maybe comes back in. There's the clap onto Master. And now Ice Blast will hit onto Sylar. It's going to be Glimmer Cave up. XE stunned up inside his own comms. Maybe finally uses that Aegis. And that's going to be XE going down. The bounty hunter's being controlled, and now they move on to him. Maybe it's just everywhere at once, killing absolutely anyone who stands against him. And now Shiki is trying to get back into his base. He goes down. 4 of them dead. Aegis was used. There's your GD. Well played there. CDEC.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Really well played from them. I mean, I would have been scared too in that situation. And I would have popped my BKB instantly if I was Gyrocopter once he zipped in. So he forced out the BKB really early, and then all he had to do was just run away with Storm Spirit, because you can't even roar him. He's got Lincolns, he's got an Aegis. I mean, and then we already talked about it once. The BKB's down on Gyro. That's all they really need, and then they can pick him off really easily. And CDEC did look good in this game, but they would have had to play this